I'm so excited. Howdy Neighbors and welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I happen to have a soft spot for Phoenix Wright. I've never actually played the games, but I have seen the TV shows. So I'm really excited to experience this. Let's see what's going on. The first one. Do it. The first turnabout. Let's do it. We're dripping? And we're gasping. Oh. Oh no. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Looks like you already got shot, dude. Like, someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Wrong. I don't think that's very court-like attire. Hi, Chief. Well, I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Then I don't think you could be his lawyer. Or attorney, excuse me. I know there's a difference. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I know there's a difference. But I thought that if you knew the person you were defending, that you weren't allowed to do so in a trial such as this. I thought they had to have like a different thing, especially if you're like, if you owe him a favor or like friends and stuff. I thought you weren't allowed to do that. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. It's news to me too, dude. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Dog it. No. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Feels like he wants to die. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just saw the name. Nick. Wait, isn't his name Phoenix? Why are we calling him Nick? If anything, shouldn't it be Nick's? Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Is it? Alright, game over. Maybe the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? No, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. You took my baby away. Who's responsible for your girlfriend's death? Aw, buddy. And he got pinned. That sucks so bad. The newspapers say it was you. But it was the other guy, a guy in a suit, yeah? With the mole. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Her best friend since grade school. I was go ahead of saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. That's really funny. That's really funny. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Oh my. The Santa beard. I remember him. Strictly because of the beard. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. His name is Payne. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Don't say that in front of your client, you dumb fuck! Don't say that in front of the client, don't say it in front of your opponent. Keep a good face, a good poker face, because they're about to exploit the hell out of that. We all know how this goes. Let's do it. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. That's not what you say in this part. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. And shaking. I say fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. I read the case report to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. Drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up for this? No! I don't even know the victim's name. No, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forget. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court record. Oh, Cindy! Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. It's time to check it out anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cinderblock! Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Wait, is there like a full other thing? Hold on. Oh yes! The victim in this case, a model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Larry, the defendant in this case, like a guy who has been my friend since grade school. And he's about to die too. The prosecutor in this case lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Perfect. Now who are you? Chief Attorney at Fang Co., my boss. Vacant defense attorney. Okay, we're good. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... with a blunt object. She was struck once with a blunt object. Because we saw the guy carrying, the finger. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason motion. Proceed. I see several. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. I ain't. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Shouldn't that have already been in evidence? Statue added to the court record. Statue the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Now, I haven't seen many statues in my day, so please forgive me. But shouldn't the statue be on its own thing, and then a plaque with the name and who did it and all that be on a standing plaque next to it? So that way we don't ruin the Thinker itself. Again, I haven't been to many museums for statues. But the ones I've been to, they've done that. Oh no. Anyway, continue. Right. You should have paid attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. You used to have to check the court record frequently. Done. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Oh, I have to be so thinky. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Pad and paper, let's go. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. No. I get excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We're getting together. We're Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, focusing other men. She had just returned from overseas, with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Why do you have it? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Why was it not? I just realized that I'm thinking about this in the American justice system, where all evidence needs to be shown to both sides before the trial even begins. It needs to be shown to both sides, and it needs to be shown to the judge before we even begin the trial. So, I'm sure there's a different method that I gotta get used to, because this would not fly. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Let me look at this again. Okay. I'm just double checking myself. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugars. Kill me. Alright, so I feel like that's important. I feel like we need to write that down. Because if a guy one of them shows up, then we can actually narrow down the list, even though we saw that the other guy did it. We can narrow down the list even more. Daddy's sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Watts, what do you think of her now? What kind of a question is that? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop. I have no idea that the victim was seeing other men. That question is relevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? You're cheating, sheetup. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. I'm gonna meet her in the afterlife. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. This is so not looking good. Next question. What the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You stupid bastard, just answer the question! Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, some signal. The truth. Yeah, I was there. I won. Order. Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. He wasn't home, man. I couldn't see him. What was that screech? Your Honor, the defendant's lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who could prove Mr. Butts is lying. What simplifies matters? Who was your witness? You had to find the victim's body. This was before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. Oh my god. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. He was bringing Mr. Frank? Saw it? To the stand. That's the guy! Mr. Sowett, you sold newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside of the apartment. Then I saw her laying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. But the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Not at the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Because she died in the morning. No, she didn't. Pause everything. He said... he's a liar. He saw Larry at... Oh my god, learn how to write. 1 p.m. But she died from 4 to 5 p.m. Meaning he was not there. God, he already lost. Alright. The game was useless. Do it. Hey, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against a testimony like that. Yes, you can. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. What phone is supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. So-Witch used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity at Mrs. Stone's building went out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Okay. So power went out. Went out noon to 6 p.m. Larry was there at 1 p.m. And then she died between the hours of 4 and 5. So that means that there was at least a 3-hour difference between the time Larry was there and the time she died. And then, at max, a 2-hour difference between the time of her death and the time the call, the time the power went back on. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor. My guy, you're a full lawyer. This is day one stuff, a fucking cross-examination. Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. He doesn't know what a cross-examination is. I don't think we have a real deal here. What exactly am I supposed to do? If I was a Larry... I know that we need to explain this for people that don't know what a cross-examination is. But it's a fucking cross-examination. It's in the name. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies, what? He was lying? Stupid sack of shit. Everybody lies. Client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Is the client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Well, the key is in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, that you found contradicting evidence, presented and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Done and done. It was... this. Cross-examination. Witness's account. Inside of the apartment. Lying there. Well, the fire truck was off unable to go inside. Call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. Return nearby park at the phone. Not remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? There's some evidence to contradict him. Oh, sorry.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m.? Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to be found at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sowit, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Well, that's a really good question. Good job, Wright. I put her on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. You could give your testimony again. Time of discovery. My pencil is ready. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. He heard the time? There's a voice saying the time, which probably come from the television. Oh, but it was there, it was off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or tape program. So I thought it was 1 p.m. Really sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. He never went inside, though. We cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. I don't. Time of discovery. Oh! There's no way because the power was out. Probably coming from the television. Incorrect. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Now he's sweating. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. We screamed for a second. The defense is a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sowit. I would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Oh, the toupee is flying off. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a 10 o'clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used that on the victim. Wrong! It was the thinker. It's been what I saw. I saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. He called it the murder weapon. Lies! Defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Side. Table clock. Because it's not. It was the thinker. Boom. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon was not a clock, it was a statue. How is it supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. So who do you think you are? Answer the question, Mr. Sowit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? It's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? The witness stated that this statue is indeed a clock. The next switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock is submitted as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, because the witness testimony was correct. It is a clock. I have any problems with the testimony now? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, the neck was a switch. Then how could he hear the time when he walked in? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here and give myself a minute to think about this. I'm so hyped. I'm ready to keep going. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.